Nigri, ni, Mwanzo. Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth. In the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means go with us. Matthew 1:23. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigratia, which means land of the goals. Kiswahili, Tower of Babel, man's first original tongue. Amani kutoka you, peace from above. Welcome to Blacks Black TV 1, 2, 3, where I, McKinley M. Robinson, I teach knowledge. I emulate, I imitate, I copy. Emmanuel, Matthew 1:23, who says to the whole wide world, I am the Son of Man. Today, Fua Ya Sabasiku, happy Sabbath day. Reading from the Book of Life. Kitabu cha Uzima. Reading from Genesis chapter 8. Then God remembered Noah and every living thing and all the animals that were with him in the vessel. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. The fountains of the deep and the windows of heaven were also stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained. And the waters receded continually from the earth. At the end of the 150 days, the waters decreased. Then the vessel rested in the 7th month, the 17th day of the month, on the mountains of Ararat. And the waters decreased, continued until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the first day of the month, the tops of the mountains were seen. So it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the vessel which he had made. Then he sent out a raven, which kept going to and fro until the waters had dried up from the earth. Whoa, that's something I never even paid no attention to. He sent out a raven. Yeah, he sent out a raven. Blacks black. He sent out a raven. He didn't send out a dove. He also sent out from himself a dove to see if the waters had receded from the face of the ground. Dove second, first black. But the dove found no resting place for the sole of her foot, and she returned into the vessel to him, for the waters were on the face of the whole earth. So he put out his hand and took her and drew her into the vessel to himself. And he waited yet another 7 days, and again he sent the dove out from the vessel. Then the dove came to him in the evening, and behold, a freshly plucked olive leaf was in her mouth. And Noah knew that the waters had receded from the earth. So he waited yet another 7 days and sent out the dove, which did not return again to him anymore. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, that the waters were dried up from the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the vessel and looked. And indeed, the surface of the ground was dry. And in the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, the earth was dried. Then God spoke to Noah, saying, Go out of the vessel, you and your wife and your sons' wives with you. Bring out with you every bring out with you every living thing of all flesh that is with you, birds and cattle, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth, so that you may abound on the earth, and be fruitful and multiply on the earth. So Noah went out, and his sons and his wife, and his sons' wives with him. Every animal, every creeping thing, every bird, and whatever creeps on the earth, according to their families, went out of the vessel. And then Noah built an altar to the God, and took of every clean animal and of every clean bird, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the God smelled a soothing aroma. Then the God said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground for man's sake, although the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, nor will I again destroy every living thing as I have done. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease. Let me say that again. Chapter 8, verse 21. And the God smelled a soothing aroma. Then the God said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground for man's sake. Although the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, nor will I again destroy every living thing as I have done. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease. Once again, did you hear God proclaim his first covenant is with himself? I will never again curse the ground for man's sake. Once again, see, because the ground was before man. The ground was before man. The birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees was before man. Yeah, the lions, tigers, and bears was before man. Once again, God of all said, within my heart, I won't do that again. For I allow myself for my heart to semi-overrule. One more time. God of love, first and foremost. God of love, first and foremost. That's why the first men lived to be hundreds of years old. That's why the first men was 50, 60, 70 before their first child. Once again, love, God of the forgiving, for she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, saved me, saved you, saved us. God of love, God of forgiving, for she, son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Father, have mercy, do not destroy the moon. For my sake, have mercy. God of love, God of the forgiving, said, for thy sake, I will do that. Because God is the goal of living, of the living. That's what God said, I will not curse the ground again. Because, man, see, because I allow my feelings to simmer overrule. But at the same time, it takes two. She, Son, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, if she don't ask for mercy, I don't get to sit here. I'm sitting here, and those like me are the pure blood. Once again, those with the pale skin and straight hair, Donald Trump got in the office and said, hey, FBA cannot be deported because they're at home in their country. Excuse me, Donald Trump, the offspring of Gehazi, 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 who was cursed with leprosy, but his blood was still pure. Once again, his blood was still pure. One more time, Donald Trump, let the whole wide world know, this is their house, this is their country. They cannot be deported. Once again, see, God of love, God of forgiving, God of life. He wants life to continue. That's why he said, I'm not going to do that again. Not for his sake. No. This will never end. Seriously. Once again, learn to be able to see today the book of life. Learn to be able to see today what the book is telling you. Just like they be talking about what's so about darkness being evil, but then again, chapter 8, verse 7, then he sent out a raven. The raven. Excuse me. He sent out the raven first, which kept going to and fro until the waters had dried up from the earth. Excuse me. That's all he did was just fly around. Excuse me, the raven. He sent the dove out for the dove to let him know when the ground was dry. But the raven, ooh, I keep telling people, the jet black raven. Well, I got a picture of this YT priest and this little YT girl sent out a dove. And by the time they sent the dove out, a raven came along. A peace dove, as they said, a peace dove. By the time that dove came out, a raven swooped down on him and wiped him out, eliminated him from the face of this world. Yes, the raven did. Once again, for they are not the offspring of Gehazi. They are the offspring of Satan, the ones who teach you that white is purity when it's not. That's why Noah sent out the raven, the jet black, pure thing. For in order to see and speak the God of gods, you must close your eyes, because his very first word was, let there be light. And I notice blacks, BLAX, black, BLACK, and this is where God of God dwells. For where God is purity. That's why if you ever truly talk to God of all, you must close your eyes. For that's the only way to truly seed it up to God of all. Again, remember what you seeded it and understand. Because on these months and days and years, man, I've been wanting to get into it, but no. I'm going with where I'm placed. I'm placed in this time, this day, this year, this age. See, people be trying to the disciple so that they could bring back this time and all that and all that. No, 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 no. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. He said for me to imitate my big brother, Imanuel, the one who said, I'm the Son of Man. The one who told me when he said that, I called from the womb. Matthew 1:24. Joseph took his wife the day he knew her not, for the man-child could not open the womb from the inside. The womb had to be opened from the outside, just like in my case, where my father opened my mother's womb, and I sit here as a imitated copy of Imanuel, Matthew 1:23, who the angel said his name means God with us. He says, I am the Son of Man, your big brother. If you acknowledge me as your big brother and let Jesus, their God, be their God. Let Allah, their God, be their God. Let Buddha, their God, be their God. Let Jehovah, their God, be their God. Let it be as it is. Let it be as it is written. My forefather, Noah, was and is pure blood from the beginning of Adam. And that's where my bloodline begins. Because as these people in these all right countries across the water are dying from heat stroke, their stoplights are melting, but they are the chosen. When the God of God's original creation, the sun, is destroying them, and you want to believe in chassis, it's God. It's up to you. Once again, God of God said, I'm not going to destroy the earth for man's sake ever again. Winter, some seasons, day and night, will continue forever and ever. Trip, seas, trip, seas, trip, seas. Cool, calm, collected, every whole wide world. Nigri, ni, Mwanzo. War is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man, Adam, called son, S-U-N, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, in the name of the true begotten Son, Imanuel, I-M-A-N-U-E-L, whose name means go with us, Matthew 1:23. In the name of the true motherland, Nigeria, N-I-G-R-I-T-I-A, which means land of the gods. King Swahili, Tower of Babel, man's first original tongue. Amani Kutoka, peace from above. In the name of Emmanuel, for your mind, you ask will follow. The kingdom of heaven is within. Pay attention to what God of God said. I allow my heart to simmer over my brain. Once again, to me, that's telling me that I am allowed to do this. Sometimes tells me that I, being in and of God, not to say that God is imperfect, but he's telling me there's going to be times that your heart is going to overrule your brain because of the love that you have for this person. Once again, but it's not going to be to where you ain't gonna be able to regroup. I sit here at 68 years old and my heart has overruled my brain before, but at the same time, I've always did two things. In the morning, forgive me of my sins, and tonight, forgive me of my sins. That's what God said. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be opened. In the name of Imanuel, Matthew 1:23, who says, I am the Son of Man. I am your big brother. If you call on my name, Emmanuel, I can and will hear you and acknowledge you and pass your name along to God of gold. In the name of Imanuel.